These are two of the best offenses in the league.
Yeah, B.A. You know, one thing they have in common, they make smart decisions with the ball. And, of course, they know how and when to attack. I think we'll get some high IQ hoops here tonight.
So a look at the starters for the Pacers. Halliburton and Nembhard make up the backcourt. Nesmith out there with Obi Toppin. And it's Siakam in at the 5, roaming the paint.
So often we see guys fail to box out now, but he did a great job right there.
Nesmith with it, now guarded by Rizachet. Toppin finds Nembhard. Halliburton outside. Stolen by Young. From outside the arc, and he buries his first look.
Watch how Young outsmarts the defense, going for the pull-up jumper when they're unprepared.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Quinn Snyder. The first thing Coach brought up, how to deal with Tyrese Halliburton. He said to me, Tyrese is who makes their offense tick. He doesn't just run the show, he is the show. With Hallie, you have to make him uncomfortable. You have to switch up the coverages. It's never easy facing off with Tyrese Halliburton. Back to you, Brian.
Allie, thank you. And Nesmith gets it to go.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
You know, Clark, despite winning 3 championships prior to the NBA days, the Pacers are still looking for their first NBA title.
Yeah, they've been close a couple of times in the history of the NBA, 2000 and 2025. They've had some really great teams over the years in the 90s and 2010s, and they came close last year, and I think they'll continue to knock and one day kick that door in.
Young gets it to go from the corner. Young's got 5.
You know, he's really a good passer for a big man, guys. Porzingis very solid at setting up his teammates.
Halliburton with the ball, and it's Young picking him up. Nesmith passes to Halliburton. Some nice passing by Indiana here. That three's off the mark. The Hawks have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Young against Halliburton. Lets it go from deep. And it's Young again missing.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Nesmith passes to Toppin. Halliburton for 3. Counted from distance. Halliburton's got his second basket on the night.
Halliburton showing you a lot of confidence in his three-point stroke. That's something he's worked on.
Siakam looking it over. Young against Halliburton. Outside Nesmith. Nembhard outside. Gets stolen by Daniels. Pass to Young. From deep. Indiana with a rebound. Nesmith passes to Nembhard. Three-pointer, Halliburton. Porzingis grabs the board. And so it's Porzingis with it. He brings it up for Atlanta. Trailing by 4. Young can't hit.
Hey, I think that green light they'd given him early should probably go red now. I mean, he needs to get some other folks involved.
And here's Toppin from the arc. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
Young, the pass to Porzingis. 52 seconds left in the opening quarter. Daniels misses. Now the Pacers with it. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. The shot by Nembhard, no good.
And that's a strong closeout defensively. Great effort to deter the shot.
Off target from three-point range.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Outside for Halliburton. It's stolen by Daniels. Johnson passes to Young. Takes the 3. Atlanta again missing. It's stolen by Johnson. The 3, Porzingis fires in the triple.
As a big, unless you're a dedicated rim runner, have to be some kind of threat from distance.
And it's out of bounds to Indiana.
Risky pass there. They're lucky to retain possession this time.
Halliburton for 3. No good that time. And so the first quarter is in the books. The Pacers out in front. They're up by 4. And back. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Indiana.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
Rizachet at the 3, Johnson at the 4. Trey is flanked by Daniels in the backcourt, and it's Porzingis in at center. So that's the Hawks 5. Outside Matherin. Back to Walker. There's the triple. Connects from downtown. Walker's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
No hesitation. Nice work by Walker, not overthinking it.
Here's Bufkin. He's marked by McConnell. Here's Alexander Walker. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Outside for McConnell. Pass to Walker. Here's the 3. McConnell's shot is off. Hawks trail by 7. You know, looking at T.J. McConnell's start in the NBA, is it fair to say his days during the process era of the Sixers helped him, Clark?
I don't think there's any question, but I think PJ came to the game with an edge. I watched him play in high school and couldn't take my eyes off of him because he just made plays, whether it was stealing the ball, pressuring the ball, driving and creating for teammates. I mean, he plays with such confidence and energy and tenacity. He's a valuable player to have in your second unit.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. The Pacers have shown that they can be a threat in the East. Coach Rick Carlisle said, there's nothing wrong with high expectations. What you don't want is a situation of apathy, where expectations are low and all you're ever doing is selling hope. That's not why I came here. Brian, back to you.
They are for real. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. Atlanta's gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. Alexander Walker. Pass to Bufkin. Over McConnell. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. Here's Shepard. Jacks up a 3. Okongwu with the rebound. Okongwu's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Houston. Misses, and the dry spell continues. Pacers leading by 10. Outside Matherin. McConnell from outside. He's 0 for 5 after that miss.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
Got to D him up better than that. He's simply too good from beyond the arc.
McConnell finds Matherin. Here's Shepard, covered by Alexander Walker. Releases. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. They've led by as much as 10. And here's Shepard for 3. Can't get it to drop. Hawks trail by 7. 1:27 left in the first half. Walker with it. Now Alexander Walker defending. Pass to McConnell. 3-pointer. The rebound by Atlanta. Okongwu's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Alexander Walker. And a miss there on the triple. Pacers leading by 7. Over to the wing. Here's Shepard. The 3 is up. Bufkin with a rebound. 54 seconds left in the half. Count it. Good. Okongwu's got his first points in this one.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Walker with it. He's got 6. And a fast break now for Atlanta. Here's Houston. No good on the 3. And for Indiana, they're shooting poorly. Just 29% from the floor in this game. Walker for 3. Hits the 3-pointer. Walker's got 9 points in the quarter.
Three-point shot has been his weapon of choice this quarter.
Lets the 3 fly. Houston, no good. Indiana leading by 8.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Pass to Walker. 1 second left. And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Indiana up. Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the second half point shot.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books, one half to go. Without question, Jarris Walker displaying all his skills.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
On the court for the Pacers, they've got Benedict Mathurin. T.J. McConnell is out there with Shepard. Then there's Walker, and it's Huff in at the center position, filling out the middle. One thing about Andrew Nembhard, you appreciate the passion he plays with, Clark.
Yeah, I love his toughness. I mean, he just is unflappable. He's persistent at the defensive end, plays at his own pace, unafraid of the big moments, makes big plays and shots. I mean, you can see and feel his fire, even though he's not overly demonstrative in how he does what he does.
Three-pointer, Halliburton. Rebounded by Daniels. Hawks trail by 5. And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Offline with a 3. Daniels has gone 1 for 4 from the field. Drops in the 3. Nembhard's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's gonna make you pay. You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there, and of course that one was just crazy.
That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist. And it's an 11-point Pacer lead.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Outside Neesmith. For 3. Another 3 for Indiana.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call them.
The shot by Nembhard, no good. And Young has got the ball here for Atlanta. It's a 14-point game. Daniels outside. And the jumper is good. Daniels has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, a complete offensive player. Daniels can set people up, and he can knock down shots.
Here's Halliburton. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds in the game. Daniels. No good on the triple. Pacers leading by 12. Nembhard with it. Now guarded by Daniels. And Indiana misses again.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
The 3 from Rizashay. The rebound by Nembhard.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Toppin passes to Nembhard. And Indiana misses again. 1:52 left in the third. Young way outside. Indiana with a rebound. Toppin's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Nembhard for 3. And Indiana misses again. Hawks trail by 12. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Tyrese Halliburton is so key for this team. He said, quote, "I think the biggest pressure I've ever had in my entire life is from myself. When I'm at my best is when I'm having fun and really competing on a nightly basis. I have to show up every day with a smile on my face and bring my infectious personality." Back to you guys.
He sets the tone. Okay, thanks for the report, Allie.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Young with the bucket.
This is where Young most resembles Steph Curry. Both have range almost out to half court.
Siakam gets doubled. Nembhard finds Siakam. Three-pointer, Halliburton. Oh, yes, sir! Halliburton from deep.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Daniels passes to Young, shoots over Halliburton, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Young's got 5 points in the quarter. Launches it, and again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
There's Nesmith with the 3. The rebound by Atlanta. Fires the 3. Young misses. Halliburton for 3. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. Tyrese Halliburton getting it done for Indiana. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up. Tasty room service dime right there, boy.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Johnson and Porzingis there inside. Daniels and Risache out on the perimeter. And it's Young in at the point guard position. So that's the Hawks 5. Back to Nembhard. 4-3. Rebounded by Johnson.
Hey, I have no idea why he's still shooting threes. He's got to find another way to be productive.
Porzingis passes to Daniels. Shot clock at 6. Johnson on the wing. Beyond the arc. And Toppin pulls it down. Toppin's got rebound number 11. Outside Nesmith. Pass to Siakam. Outside Nesmith. Halliburton outside. Puts up a deep 3. Indiana again missing. Hawks trail by 7. And here's Young. Daniels outside. Outside Young. Lets it go from deep. They grab their own miss. Porzingis finds Daniels. The 3. And Toppin pulls it down. Pacers leading by 7. Siakam, the pass to Nembhard. And once again, off the mark by Indiana. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
The Pacers have got none of their shots to go in this final quarter. 0 for 4. Let's loose for 3. Porzingis there for the rebound.
He's trying to force his way into a rhythm, but that's not helping the team.
Young! Oh, he needed it, and he got it.
Offense has been hard to come by so far. A much-needed bucket right there.
Yeah, it's been a defensive battle, to say the least, partner. Good to see at least somebody got the ball in the basket. Finally.
Oh, missed on the tray.
Really hard to stay competitive when you're taking low percentage shots.
Young with a rebound.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
That misses.
Well, if they've got a favorite play they've been sitting on, now is the time to break it out.
Toppin outside. It's stolen. Risache with the ball. Picked up by Nesmith. Yes, sir! A quick 3 in transition.
And how about Daniels embracing the spotlight? He loves hitting these big-time shots.
Halliburton outside. The putback. Oh, he can't get the layup.
You won't see that from him very often, missing the bunny like that.
To take the lead. Oh, Young. He's money from deep.
You see the trust young guys have in him. When they need a bucket, he gets it for them. You expect he's going to find a way to pull through in the clutch.
The Hawks trailing. Porzingis can't hit it.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's Toppin. Now Halliburton fires the 3. Johnson with the rebound. And 1:01 left in the fourth. Porzingis with a screen on Halliburton. Now Young for three. The triple drops.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was want to. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Outside Neesmith. Tipped. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Here's Porzingis. Beyond the arc. Toppin rips down the board. Neesmith on the wing. Risache covering. Now Halliburton. Nembhard outside. Now Toppin. So it's a narrow victory for the Hawks. Pulling it out. All right, Allie, thank you. And that about wraps it up for Clark.
pick up the assist. Greg, they pride themselves on playing unselfish basketball.
Yeah, both sides preach player and ball movement, getting everyone involved. It makes both teams that much more difficult to defend.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. The wing pairing, it's White and Brown. Down on the block, it's Tatum with Kata. And it's Simons in at the 1. Now here's Tatum. Out to White. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by Johnson. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Atlanta. Pass to Young. It's stolen by White. Shot on the wing. And it's Simons that time on the assist by Tatum.
And shooters shoot. And Simons sure has a feel with that quick trigger.
And he gets it to go.
Not the shot I expected him to take or make, but hey, look, joke's on me. He hit it.
Kata, the pass to White. Floats one, and he gets the bucket.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And Greg, with the absence of Jason Tatum for the time being, perhaps a hiatus for the Celtics as a title favorite?
Well, not to mention some of the salary cap casualties. It's not the same team that won it all in 24, but in great position once Tatum returns.
Now Young, after the missed three from Derek White. Young's shot is off. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
I briefly spoke with Quinn Snyder. Coach showed nothing but respect for Derek White. He told me White is the ultimate glue guy. He's not worried about his stats. Instead, he fills in the gaps and does whatever is necessary to help his team win. He is truly an unselfish player. Back to you.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Johnson in the corner. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
And how about the find by Trey, making sure he keeps his teammates involved.
Right wing. Here's White. Outside Tatum. Takes a three. Sinks the three-pointer.
Every time Tatum finds his shot, he'll take it. He loves to fill it up from range.
Young from outside. Rebounded by the Celtics. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Tatum, his shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
They're smart at using the screen there to just create space. Young, very reliable in that pick and roll.
He had a nice open look right there. White's got 5 now.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Good on the three-point shot.
Coming right back with the three. Porzingis, I love how competitive he is.
It seems to be an overlooked part of Trae Young's game, but GA, he's led the NBA in total assists a few times.
No doubt. You initially think about Trae shooting, scoring, but he also runs the offense really well and wants to facilitate.
Tatum, that's for 2. Out to White. Fires the 3. Rebounded by the Hawks. Johnson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Riesesheim. The basket good off the assist from Young.
And that's exactly what he's looking for. Draining the triple.
Outside, Simon. Down low. Kata's shot is off. The Hawks leading by 3. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Simons from outside. Outside, White. Fires from deep. The three-pointer is right on target. White's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Celtics. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Hawks. Beyond the arc, another 3 for Atlanta.
As a leader, you gotta know when
response. Young gets that, and great three to answer right back.
While he's a bit undersized for a forward, he more than makes up for it with his balance.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession.
Honestly, if you're the defense, you should be ashamed not coming up with a steal on that pass.
Young fires away from outside. Another three for Atlanta. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Hawks lead by 4. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
On the floor for Boston, we've got Peyton Pritchard. And it's Tillman into the 4 spot. In GA, the Hawks going young, trying to build a sustainable model for success.
Yeah, most of the starters not yet scratching their prime, so there's going to be some growing pains, but they're showing plenty of promise.
Here's Alexander Walker. He's covered by Pritchard. Here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. RJ, one defensive stat that teams are tracking these days, deflection. Why do you think that's so important to him?
Well, it's a measure of your activity and disruption. Even if you don't get the steal, messing up the flow of a team's offense can be so impactful.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an edge.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. To the paint. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
With the drive, count that one.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Boston's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. There's the screen. Three-pointer, Pritchard sinks the triple. Pritchard's got the lead up to 5 now for the Celtics.
If you're not right up there on him, oh, he's going to make him pay.
Alexander Walker. They grab their own miss. Okongwu, the pass to Alexander Walker. Puts up a 3, and the 3 ball is good. Alexander Walker's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Pass to Pritchard. Here's the 3, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Kennard on the wing. Pass to Alexander Walker. Over Pritchard. No good off the front iron.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Hauser. Shoots the 3. The shot misses. 1:46 left here in the second. Alexander Walker finds Kennard. From deep. Okongwu. Pass to Houston. Lets it go with the 3. And Boston with the rebound.
Yeah, and that three-point shot, it really has looked awful here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped them from attempting them, but it's time to maybe find something else to do.
Kennard for 3. Atlanta again missing.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
Good. .103 left now here in the second. Here's Alexander Walker. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. The 3. Hauser misses.
and not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
5 to shoot. The Hawks again can't hit. Celtics leading by 7. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Three-pointer, Pritchard. Newell pulls it in. Alexander Walker up top. He's covered by Pritchard. Here's Shireman. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so we wrap up the first half. It's the Celtics leading by 7. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
Newell out there with Okongwu. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Houston in at the small forward position. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder. And last season, yet again, 60-plus wins, Greg, for the Celtics. One of the elite teams clearly in the league.
And the only concern was perhaps a tendency towards complacency. But after coming up short last season and with Tatum sidelined, some adversity to spark their competitive fire.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Here's Brown. Brown gets it done inside.
A very athletic play by Brown, getting the ball inside and working his way to a high percentage shot.
Simons against Young. To the middle, here's Johnson, and then Johnson with the jam.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Over in the corner, Brown. Young left side. Buries the long-range jumper. Young's got 17.
Another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
Absolutely, and they have to continue to go to him.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. Simons against Johnson. The shot's good from Simons. And now an 11-point Boston lead. Young inside. Kicks it out to Johnson. To the inside. It's stolen by Brown. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Hey, Trae Young is getting recognition for his playmaking. He said, I've been top 5 in assists since I've been in this league, but I've been able to score so easily. People consider that selfish at times. I'm not even worrying about what people got to say. I know what I do. Kevin?
Yeah, tuning out the noise. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. White looking around. Brown outside. Brown attacking. Oh, and he misses the dunk.
Try to get spicy and totally whipped, huh? Okay. He's going to be living this one down for at least another week.
Drains the three-pointer. Young's got 20.
And this game belongs to Young right now, and he is simply leaking everywhere.
The kick out to Brown. That doesn't go either for Brown. The Hawks trail by 10. When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With the Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
Young fires away from outside. Another three for Atlanta.
You know, the range Young has really is unlimited. He just feels comfortable shooting as soon as he crosses half court.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power, hammering down the two-hand slam. Young for three. Rebound, Boston. Simon's on the wing, defended by Young. Young against Simon. Clock at 6. Brown drives in. Rebound, Atlanta. Johnson's got his 5th rebound in this one. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Again, Young missing. Boston leading by 10. Here's White. That one goes in. White's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And here's Tatum for 3. And so it's Boston. Up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Atlanta shooting 43% for the game. On the court right now for the Celtics. They've got Sam Hauser. And it's Shireman in at the 2.
When you watch Young, there's a courage to his game.
Pritchard with the ball. And that one, good. And the Celtics lead by 12. Pritchard's gone 3 for 5 from the field. Out to Porzingis. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got his 5th assist in this one. Pritchard against Young. Johnson with the rebound. Johnson's got his 6th rebound on the night. To the paint. Young from outside. Rebound, Boston. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Here's Hauser, guarded by Rizashay. And they call an illegal screen here.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Young passes to Porzingis. Young looking it over. 6 to shoot. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Boston leading by 10. And the basket by Hauser.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And a whole new group out on the floor for these Celtics. Rizashay in the corner. Here's Porzingis. Good, nice job down low. Porzingis has got 4 points in the quarter.
Nice shot, Porzingis with the length and the touch.
Brown, and he drives in. Johnson rips down the board. The Hawks trail by 10. Here's Young from outside. That shot no good. It's Brown on the wing, defended by Young. Good on the basket.
Quick down the lane, Brown flying by defenders.
Simons against Young.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. Outside, Simon. White outside. And get the 3. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Hawks. So far in the 4th quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
Whatever rhythm he had last quarter, it has left his body. He is having a hard time finding buckets.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely. Young against Simon. Jacks up a 3. Down he goes for 3.
And
most of the time you expect Young's three ball to fall. That's just how good he is.
Here's Tatum. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Shea with the steal. Young with the ball. And Simons picks him up defensively. Celtics leading by 9. Jaylen Brown. Porzingis pulls it down. Hawks have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Here's Shea, guarded by Tatum. Rising up and ripping down the two-hand jam. Brown outside. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And the three misses. Atlanta with the ball. They trail by 7. Now Johnson. Young! And he does not hit. And so the Celtics now can just hold on to the ball. Simons fires. Oh, falling away. Jaylen Brown. It falls. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. A solid win on the road.
that, B.A. And it really goes to show the unselfish attitude they both have. Not to mention how many skilled passers are on both rosters.
Looking at the starting five for Boston. Tatum at the 4 with Queta in at the 5. White and Brown are the wingmen, and it's Simons in at the point guard position. Now here's Toppin. 5 on the clock. Toppin, a screen on White. Nimhart for 3, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Now here's Brown. Neesmith covering. Brown passes to Tatum. Lets it fly. And White, the bucket on the assist by Tatum.
You have to have a quick release in the catch-and-shoot game. Otherwise, you allow the defender to catch up. Derek White's like, no, sir, I'm putting this one home.
There's Neesmith with the 3. Boston pulls it in. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Rick Carlisle. He was really talking of Derek White, especially the job he does defensively. Coach said, for my money, Derek is the best defensive guard in the NBA. He's long, he anticipates actions, and he can protect the rim. I can't think of another guard who does what White does. Brian, back to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. You know, Doris, the Celtics are interesting as you look at the construction of their roster. Are they poised for long-term contention?
Well, obviously, the thing paramount on everybody's mind is how they weather the Tatum injury and their salary challenges, which are significant. But if they believe they can get multiple bites in the apple, I promise you, this historic team will take their shots. Boy, he looks and will take that shot every time, just won't go.
Oh, wasted no time on that one.
What a weapon the 3 has become for Jason Tatum. Look out.
Halliburton, pass to Neesmith. Drills it from deep.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now here's White. And here's Brown for 3. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. Pass to Siakam. Halliburton outside. Neesmith on the wing. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
There is something special about a crisp, on-time, on-target pass. Mr. Halliburton, how you doing?
Simons passes to Queta. Back to Simons. There's a screen. Launches a 3. Sinks the tray.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Nimhart outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Boston has gone 2 of 5 from deep. There's Simons with a 3. And Toppin pulls it down.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Well, brought up in an unselfish system, Pascal Siakam takes great pride keeping his teammates involved.
The Pacers have gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Grant, the thing about Jaylen Brown, he doesn't need a lot of space to get his shot off.
You know, B.A., he has a quick release and rises high on his jumper. Has a great up fake and can stop on a dime. Usually all the space he needs to find his shot.
Halliburton comes to help. Oh, it's stolen. And now Indiana on the fast break. Misses the 3.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question, he altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Nimhart for 3. Knocks it down from distance.
I'll tell you, Pascal Siakam has shown he is more than capable of passing the rock.
There's Tatum with the 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Tatum's got 6 points.
Well, we know this guy is always a threat offensively. You can't lose sight of him.
Simons with a steal. And Boston pushing it up now. And it's Tatum missing. Indiana leading. Toppin outside. Pass to Neesmith. From the arc. Simons with a rebound. The shot. Indiana with a rebound. Toppin's got 4 rebounds now. There's Neesmith with a 3. The shot no good. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for Indiana?
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
And boy, have they started out quick, running the floor, taking advantage of their speed.
On the court right now for the Celtics, Xavier Tillman is out there with Sam Hauser. Then there's Peyton Pritchard, and it's Garza in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey guys, the Pacers are all about winning. And Coach Rick Carlisle said, our young players are having to earn their way. They're not being given anything. It's the only way to do things, in my opinion. If you want to build championship habits, you got to do it on a merit-based, accountability type of basis. Ryan, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. And Grant, while most didn't expect it, last season, the Pacers made the second NBA Finals appearance in their franchise's history.
Yeah, B.A., there's so much belief right now in that locker room. They never feel like they're out of the game, and that makes them dangerous.
Oh, beautiful pass. My goodness.
Pritchard surviving the D. Nails it from beyond the arc. Pritchard's got 6 here in the quarter.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Pritchard, no good.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Three-pointer Matherin. Pass to Shepard. Some nice passing by Indiana here. On the break. Fires for 3. Walker pulls down the board. Pacers trail by 5. And the call will be against Peyton Pritchard. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Outside Walker. McConnell tries again. Boston pulls it in. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Three-pointer Pritchard. Can't get the tip in. The Pacers have gone 1 for 6 in the second quarter. Not great. And the call will be against Peyton Pritchard. That's foul number 2 for him.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
Walker for 3. Shireman grabs the board. Celtics lead by 5. We see teams in college and high school run a lot more full-court press. Why is that less prevalent in the NBA doors?
Well, it's been less prevalent, BA, but all of a sudden teams are starting to push up in full court, understanding that if you can take 4 to 5 seconds off a shot clock, with the shortest shot clock we have in the game, then that puts so much more pressure on the offense to execute.
2 minutes.
For Boston, they've gotten only 3 of 9 attempts to fall in the second. Again, the miss by Boston. And so it's Indiana with it. It's a 5-point game. Outside Walker. Here's Shepard. Good. And it's Walker who picks up the assist.
Oh, how about the dime? You love that unselfishness.
Pritchard from outside. It goes. He's made 3 shots in 6 attempts.
Well, you simply have to stay connected to him. His shooting stroke is that pure.
Pass to Shepard. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Here's Hauser after Indiana picked up the 3 with their last shot.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Here's Shepard. It's Walker on the wing. Outside Matherin. Clock at 6. Unloads. And out of bounds. Boston will have it. 23 seconds left to play in the second quarter. McConnell against Pritchard. Pass to Tillman. Back to Pritchard. Let's go with a 3. The shot no good. And so it's Boston with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And their defense has appreciated, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break, ready for the third quarter. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Nice game. Great performance by Peyton Pritchard.
I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
We've got Jarris Walker. T.J. McConnell is out there with Shepard. Then there's Benedict Matherin. And it's Huff in at the center position, locking down the middle. That's the group for Rick Carlisle, getting going here in the second half. For 3, Matherin. It's hauled in by White. Boston leading by 12. And Grant, the Achilles tear for Jason Tatum, derailing the Celtics' attempt to defend their 2024 title.
Yeah, so hard to overcome losing your best player. Thankfully, this team has the depth to remain competitive in his absence.
Walker for 3. He can't hit that time. Boston's gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
So Indiana ends up going with a new group. The kick out to White. The 3 is up. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. White's got 5 points.
He's not always assertive on the catch, but Derek White rise and fire from 3-point, and it is on target.
Boston's gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Tatum can't hit. Pacers trail by 17. Pass to Nesmith. And he drives in. Nembhard against Simons. Nembhard, right side. And here's Toppin from the arc. That shot, no good. Tatum with some nice D. The 3 ball. Knocks down the long J. Tatum's got 8 points here in the quarter.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
On the wing, Simons. Defended by Halliburton. The kick out to White. Pass to Tatum from behind the arc. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Here's Nesmith. They get the rebound. Nice touch on the shot from close range.
We're talking about a 6'9" guy with a 7'2" wingspan. Toppin loves to be above the rim, picks up the loose change.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Pascal Siakam's veteran presence is hugely valuable to this Pacers team. Coach Rick Carlisle said, quote, his experience is really important to us. He doesn't get rattled, his personality stays consistent, but things get frantic in games. He is a calming influence on our young players. Back over to you.
The cagey veteran. Allie, thank you. There's Simons with a 3. The rebound by Nesmith. Indiana on offense. Good momentum. 8 straight points. You know, just watching him, Aaron Nesmith seems like the kind of energetic player teams love to have, Doris.
Exactly right, B.A., and there's a reason. He's got size and strength. He is very willing defensively to mix it up with a level of physicality that is special. But maybe the most important thing, there's a competitive edge and toughness about this guy that I love.
So Boston ends up going with a new group. Siakam looking it over. Three-pointer. No good on the shot. Boston leading by 12. Pass to Shireman. Takes the three. Indiana with a rebound. Neesmith's got 4 rebounds in the game. Halliburton's a three. Halliburton nails the three.
Great shooters trust their shooting motion. Tyrese Halliburton with the jumper.
Pritchard against Halliburton. And there's a pick. Pritchard, the pass to Garza. Back to Pritchard. From outside the arc. Pascal Siakam with a rebound. Indiana on offense. 11 unanswered points for him. The three is up. Another three for Indiana.
Terrific energy at both ends to sustain this run.
They found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run. Boy, that's a case where he may have been too focused on answering back with his own three.
And here's Toppin from the arc. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's Jason. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. On the court right now for the Celtics, White and Brown are the wingmen. Tatum at the 4 with Queta in at the 5. And it's Simons in at the 1 spot.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
Nembhard, the pass to Toppin. Now here's Halliburton. Fires the 3. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. Tatum's got 4 rebounds now. No good with the triple. Pacers trail by 6. Toppin passes to Nembhard. No good on the 3. And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for Boston. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Fires the 3. And Toppin pulls it down. Toppin's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Brown with the steal. Toppin against Tatum. About a minute and a half into the fourth now. 6 to shoot. Simons passes to Brown. The 3. The rebound by Nembhard. The Pacers have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. And they go to the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Hauser, he's checked in for Brown.
Sam Hauser.
Neesmith passes to Halliburton. Siakam outside. Pass to Nembhard. Halliburton. Oh, no good. Celtics lead by 6. White. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
Boy, you love the efficiency with which he's going at things tonight. This is what we've come to expect from him.
Nembhard left side. The 3 is in.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Hauser outside. He launches. Here's White. Outside Simons. Shoots a 3. Toppin rips down the board.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Halliburton fires. Ooh, the 3 doesn't go. Boston leading by 6. White with it, and it's Toppin picking him up. White outside. Here's Queta. He's covered by Siakam. Siakam there for the rebound. Indiana's gone 2 of 6 so far in the fourth. Ooh, it misses.
If you're trying to make a comeback, that is the kind of shot that doesn't help.
Oh, Tatum's triple is pure.
Now, this is one of the best scorers in the game today. Jason Tatum, we're getting used to performances like this.
Halliburton outside. And yes, sir. Matching three-pointers. Wow.
Fearless move by Tyrese Halliburton. The game is complete and the mind is ready.
Now here's Hauser. Neesmith covering. From downtown. Toppin rips down the board.
Every moment counts here. They have got to get moving.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip.
Nembhard outside. Now Toppin. Oh, deflected from deep. Not that time. Boston on offense. They led the game at one point by 20. Toppin rips down the board. Takes a three. It's off. So we see Boston get the win here. Just a gutsy game. Thanks, Alec. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it.
no secret that these teams don't like each other. Could things get a little chippy tonight?
It would not surprise me at all, Kevin. These teams not only fierce rivals, but there's a little bit of animosity for one another. Given the fact that both these teams play in the same conference, yeah, I'd say the spirits might be high tonight.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Filling the perimeter slots are Daniels and Riza-Shea. The post pairing, Johnson along with Porzingis. And it's Young in at the point. Back to Nembhard. Here's Toppin. No good from outside. And so Young will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. It's a three-point game over Halliburton. Again, Young missing.
He typically dominates that area of the floor. It just didn't drop.
Pass to Nembhard. Kicks it out to Siakam. The long distance three is barely.
And here's a guy who's worked on his range a little bit every year. Siakam confident from well beyond the arc now.
And it just seems like the Pacers have really shaken up the league, Greg, with their fast-paced, aggressive style.
Well, Tyrese Halliburton and Pascal Siakam, two star players who thrive in this up-tempo style. And if you look at the roster around them, the pieces fit.
Toppin passes to Nembhard. Launches it. And it's Trae Young with the rebound. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Fires the three. Another three for Atlanta.
Well, this is what Young is known for, a knockdown threat from downtown.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Earlier, I spoke with Rick Carlisle. We talked about how Kristaps Porzingis can warp a defense with his shooting. He said, quote, when they post him outside and go 5 out, it stretches a team. We'll need to adjust by closing out and rotating faster than we're used to. Hopefully that helps us against what they're trying to do. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Siakam outside. Toppin finds Siakam. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Halliburton, no good. The Hawks trail by 3. Young from outside drains it from beyond the arc. Young's got 9.
He's really clever with the basketball. Young's so advanced offensively. An excellent pull-up jumper there.
Here's Halliburton. From the arc. Rebound by Johnson. Young from outside, and play stops as it looks like they call him over the back here.
And he drew that call by establishing his base early and then doing a great job with the box out.
Well, that's an attempt to just jump over the top of him. Too much contact there. The refs are not going to let that go.
Siakam passes to Nembhard, and the Pacers can't get it to go.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Young from outside. Again, Young missing. Pacers have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Tim, it feels like the bigger the stakes, the better we're going to see Trae Young play.
Well, Kevin, he's had his moments in the playoffs, and he embraces the spotlight, home or away. He won't shy from being the villain. That's the kind of chip he plays with.
Creativity and shot-making ability to spare. Trae Young is getting loose tonight.
Here's Halliburton, and finished off by Halliburton.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Well, he saw the opportunity, and he went for it. I love his competitiveness.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
Halliburton right side. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Knocks down the 3 ball.
You got to be very careful around Young here. He's clever at figuring out ways to swipe that ball. And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. I don't mean style points. Young's shot is off. Pacers trail by 5. Siakam kicks to Toppin. Pass to Nembhard. And he's good on the three ball.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Hawks.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
And another area of success for them has been the fast break. They have repeatedly gotten out in transition and found easy shots.
This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. We've got Newell. Also, Okongwu is out there, and it's Pumpkin in at the one. To the right side. Here's Houston. Three-pointers off the mark. And the Pacers shooting really well. 54% from the floor. Here's McConnell. After in passes to Shepard. Here's Huff. And the Pacers another three.
When you can shoot over the top of people and hit a high percentage from out there, you are in rare company.
A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Greg, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge.
Shepard, that's good.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Well, you see this all too often. The effort has to be there first.
And now, Allie Lepore says something for us from the sideline.
Hey, thanks a lot. Well, the Pacers are moving as one. Coach Rick Carlisle said the thing I love about this team is that we're a true team. We're a group that needs each other. We work at communication. We're collaborative. We make sure our guys have a voice, and we're all in it together. Guys?
They win by committee. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. Fires from deep. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Pacers leading by 5. Pass to McConnell. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Kept alive. Tries again. And it's Shepard missing. Hawks have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Here's Alexander Walker. Misses the three. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
And one of the better athletes in his draft class, Mathurin, with quick lift off the floor and then the power to hammer it home.
Okongwu, and it's blocked. Over in the corner, Mathurin. Now, here's McConnell. G right on him. Huff passes to Mathurin. Just 5 on the clock. Indiana moving it around. Here's Shepard, and finished off by Shepard.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I mean, when you're fighting back, you cannot give up plays like that.
Pass to Newell. Now, Alexander Walker. Nothing on the board. Bangs home the trifecta.
That's a breakdown defensively. He is far too good of a shooter to leave that wide open.
McConnell passes to Shepard. Walker with a screen for Shepard. And the dunk by Walker.
When Darius Walker stuffs it, you feel those pucks over here.
Here's Alexander Walker. Pacers with the rebound. Walker's got his 4th rebound in this one. There's 37 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And it's Mathurin missing. The Hawks trail by 8. Here's Buffkin. Alexander Walker on the wing. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Huff. Huff's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And you see that extra gear with Maverick gets him to the rim in a blink.
Here's Bufkin. He's covered by McConnell. Bufkin with the bucket. Bufkin's got 4 points this quarter.
That's very smart use of the screen, and it sets up a very close look.
And the last second attempt does not go in for him. That'll do it for the first half. Pacers out in front. They finish off the second quarter with a tremendous 17-7 run. Live from Cambridge Fieldhouse, you're watching 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Well, he's found his rhythm out there for sure. Now let's see how the defense adjusts to him in this half.
At the guard positions, Halliburton and Nembhard. Siakam is out there with Obi Toppin. And it's Neesmith in at the small forward position. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half. And Greg, the way the floor is spaced now, how much would you enjoy playing in this current environment?
I'm lacing up my kicks as you say that. It would have been a lot of fun. But not only do you have more room to operate, defenders practically, they can't touch you.
Hits it from three-point range.
Making use of the corner pocket, Halliburton, such an elite level offensive player.
A nice shot by Young.
Another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
Now he has quickly piled up the points by stringing those threes together.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
Here's Halliburton, and finished off by Halliburton.
On the drive, Halliburton keeps his options open. If the defense doesn't commit, he just takes it to the rim.
Got that one up quick. Young's got 24.
And really scored most of their points, but he can't score them all, guys. He's going to have to get somebody else to step up. Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Well, they're making something very difficult look simple right now.
Indiana leading by 10. Driving the lane, Nembhard's shot is good. Nembhard's got 7 points in the game.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, the way this game has gone, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him.
Here's Halliburton. Siakam kicks to Halliburton. Now, here's Neesmith, guarded by Rizichet. And then Toppin with the jam.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in, build up a lead, and here we go. Maybe it is showtime. Here's Porzingis. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. Siakam's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Halliburton. From outside, off the mark. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Hawks. Down by 12. And when Tyrese Halliburton entered the NBA, Greg, scouts were worried about his shot release point.
It's definitely lower than you would teach, but by the same token, that's why he gets it off so quickly, making it a tough shot to contest.
Young, good.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
An effortless finish from Halliburton. The defense has to be more aware down low.
Pacers leading by 11. Down low, Halliburton puts it in.
Well, he's having a big scoring night, but he's doing it extremely efficiently. This is impressive.
Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Halliburton passes to Nembhard. Here's Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
A high-level athlete with underrated burst. Siakam continues to impress with his ability to finish.
51 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Toppin. And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Pacers shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
And so he hits the technical free throw. Halliburton, second chance shot. Rebound by the Hawks. Young outside. And again, Atlanta with the triple.
You know, the range Young has really is unlimited. He just feels comfortable shooting as soon as he crosses half court.
And Siakam throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And so he hits both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Young against Halliburton. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Seven seconds left in the third. And a deep three from Young. Here's Johnson. He gets it up. And it's good.
There will be 2 minutes to review the play.
So fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
Yeah, it's hard to tell on that one. And so a good time to go to the replay and just to make sure if he got it off on time.
Tyrese. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, he made it look simple, but that's not always easy to execute.
First team foul.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And so in the game for the Hawks, the post pairing, Johnson along with Porzingis. The backcourt guards are Young and Daniels. And it's Rizachet in at the 3 spot. Young's shot is up.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
A nice shot by Neesmith.
A bona fide playmaker. Halliburton makes his teammates better.
Young with no one around. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Halliburton. From downtown, in for another field goal. A sublime 9 of 14 on the night.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, you have to love the execution, and you have to love the relentlessness.
As a leader, you've got to know when your team needs a response. Young gets that, and great 3 to answer right back.
Halliburton passes to Neesmith. Rizachet with the steal. And here's Young from the arc. They get it back. Kicks it out to Johnson. There's the 3. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Siakam's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Toppin passes to Nemhard. Some nice passing here by Indiana. And Indiana, another 3.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, we talk about winning basketball all the time and what it looks like. Well, that defense right there, that's the opposite of that.
From outside, Porzingis pulls it down.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Young! Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets loose a 3. And it misses.
And I don't think that's the shot they wanted him to take right now. He's not exactly on fire.
The Hawks trail by 13. Now Porzingis Oh, that was a two-hander.
Yeah, textbook positioning there for Porzingis. Once he's established it, he's going to have the advantage and able to finish that one above the rim.
Good.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to give.
Halliburton. Johnson rips down the board.
The defense doing just enough there to affect that shot.
Oh, he hits the deep three.
This is why people are just so high on Young, because he comes through with big shots in the game.
Porzingis pulls it down. And it's the Hawks ball. They're on an 11-3 run right now. Young. And get the three.
Well, let's make no mistake about it. If you want to cut into this lead, you're going to have to generate much better shots than that.
Johnson outside. The three is off. And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for the Pacers. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Johnson against Toppin. Johnson with a screen on Halliburton. And there's the dunk.
And all of a sudden, that great run makes this a ball game again. And now is no time to take your foot off the gas. They have got to stay aggressive.
Well, they've closed the gap, and now they're trying to get this to a one-possession game.
Young with the ball. And it's Toppin picking him up. And down goes the three.
That is world class.
What a huge shot at this point in the game.
Outside, Nembhard. Porzingis pulls it down. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Trae Young! And trying for the go-ahead basket. Doesn't go in. Outside, Siakam. And he hits the jumper.
Big-time buckets there. They've got to play for a stop here with the two-point lead. Most important thing, no open threes.
So they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
A three-pointer. Good. And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Guys, what's your take on how they maximize their opportunities now?
And this is it, guys. Down one, they've got just enough time to work it around for a good shot, and it better be a good shot because it's the only shot they have.
Give yourself a round of applause.
Porzingis
Got it. And coaches love to see points coming.
The end of the game.
Good stuff, Allie. Thanks. And that about wraps it up.
two, Grant. No love lost in this matchup.
And that competitive fire, it grows when you're in the same conference. You get to see each other so often. You know, B.A., I think we're in for some good theater in this one.
Now the opening lineup for Atlanta. Daniels and Risache out on the... Oh,
my goodness! That's a big-time move by Jason Tatum. I don't know how many style points you give him on that.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Pure from three-point range. Tatum's got 5 points.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Porzingis on the double team. Queta, pass to Simons. And here's Brown. Here's Porzingis. Finished off the break.
Yeah, Porzingis finishes the break. I like teams rewarding their big men for running the floor.
And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, B.A. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Yeah, plenty of power behind that move from Johnson.
They get it back. Queta, pass to Simons. They need this. Gets the three ball to go.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Simons against Young. Johnson a screen on Simons. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
White against Daniels. White, the pass to Queta. Just 5 on the clock. Brown, no good.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Young misses. Boston's gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. And here's Simons outside. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Simons has got 6 points.
You can't give Simons any room from that corner spot.
Young, the pass to Daniels. A good look from Young. Good on the baseline, Jay.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Pass to Queta. The kick to Tatum. Nice ball movement by Boston. Brown, no good. Atlanta's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. And watching Dyson Daniels over the past year or two, he's really coming to his own, Stan.
Yeah, Brian, sometimes it's just about being in the right situation, in a role that plays to your strength. That's really unlocks some things for him.
The kick to Tatum. Counted from distance. Give him 8.
Well, look at how his team works to get Tatum set up for success. Feeding him when he's ready to fire.
Outside Risache. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. White with it, and it's Young picking him up. There's Tatum with the 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
Solid from 3. Tatum is not shy about firing away.
Fires from deep. Trae Young, that's good.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Here's Tatum. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Well, just another night in the office for Jason Tatum. We've come to expect big games from him. He is that special.
Young with the bucket.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides. It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. Boston out in front, up by 4. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
They've also been quick to set up their teammates, wasting no time making the extra pass for the open look.
They've got Sam Hauser, also Xavier Tillman out there, and it's Garza in at the 5. That's who's in the game for the Celtics.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Picked up by Okongwu. Alexander Walker. From outside, off the mark. Celtics lead by 5. Will stand a move by the Hawks to diversify their offense with more cutting and ball movement.
Well, it's made the Hawks tougher to defend and keeps all 5 guys engaged. As prolific as Trae Young is, it's too much to have him do it all by himself.
Down low. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Nice pass inside, making things easy for him now.
The shot by Garza, no good. Hawks trail by 6. Okongwu, a screen on Pritchard to the middle. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu!
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Pritchard from outside. Okongwu with the rebound. For Atlanta, they've gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Boston leading by 4. Hauser outside. Pass to Pritchard. From deep. Here's Tillman. Oh, trying his luck from deep. Again, the miss by Boston. Here's Houston. Misses the layup. Boston's gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. Pritchard, the pass to Hauser. Pulls it. Again, the miss by Boston. Hawks trail by 4. Here's Bufkin. They get it again. Pass to Houston. Jacks up a 3. He drops it from range. Houston's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The shot by Garza, no good.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert, but that time he just couldn't get it done.
And the Celtics shooting about 48% from the floor. Pretty good. Hauser can't get it to go.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's Bufkin. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Garza passes to Hauser. To get back on track. Boston again missing. For Atlanta, they've gone 4 of 10 from the field in the second. They now take the lead. Alexander Walker's got his first 3 points of the game. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
With some arc, Pritchard gets it to go. 1:02 left to play in the first half of basketball. Here's Bufkin. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Here's Okongwu. And the layup is good off the glass. And the Hawks lead by 2.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Pritchard gets it to go.
Defensively, gotta close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
Here's Bufkin. Banked it in off the glass. Bufkin's got his first points of the game.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Pritchard gets it to go.
The three-point shot has been his weapon of choice this quarter.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Bufkin. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And here's Pritchard. 11 points in the game. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
These are his first free throws of the game. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's Young. A deep three. He can't get that one to fall. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Boston out in front. They're up by 4. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. And you know, Jason Tatum, he's been really making it happen, guys.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder. Trey is flanked by Daniels in the backcourt. Rizachet at the 3, Johnson at the 4. And it's Porzingis in at the 5, down low. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Jason Tatum keeping the main thing the main thing. He said there are players that get caught up in the lifestyle, and they choose that over the game. The money is a plus, yes, but I truly love the game because I love basketball, not for the things that come with it. Brian, back to you.
You'd love to hear it. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Young against Simons. The kick out to White. Uncovered. And Boston again with the bucket. Well, Grant, when you watch an NBA game today, do you wish you played in this era?
Oh, no doubt. It's a lot more open, and there's a greater emphasis on skill and player health. Oh, and by the way, those checks aren't too bad either.
That is Trey's shot, the 3.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Inside. Here's Porzingis. Operating inside. Porzingis.
Well, for Porzingis, that's just easy money. I keep
Brown! Oh, my goodness!
Yeah, we know Brown loves some aerial theatrics, and he really went all out there.
Young from long range, and the Hawks with another 3.
Here in the third, he's really started to heat up from the perimeter.
Well, Stan, Joe Mazzulla is a young head coach taking over on the Celtics bench in 2022.
Well, B.A., he's got a rare intensity about him. Certainly not afraid to think outside the box, and obviously the results speak for themselves.
Kick out to Brown. On the wing, Daniels. Outside, Porzingis. Outside, Young. And Atlanta hits again from deep.
Well, you know this is coming with Young on the court. He's always looking for his next 3.
Here's White. Inside. White gets it to go.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Young, the pass to Porzingis. The rebound, Celtics. Tatum's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Tatum. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
What a move by Tatum. Finishing strong at the ring.
Here's Young. And another basket for Atlanta.
And he's got a ton of momentum and showing no signs of slowing down.
Simons against Young. Floats one, and Simons with the lay-in. Simons has got 8.
Yeah, what touch from Simons. That floater is a must for any scoring guard.
Young can't hit. And Brown has got the ball here for the Celtics. White for 3. 3-pointer goes up. 3-pointer goes down for White. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
Well, anytime you want a 3-point shooting competition, Young is up for it.
And there's Brown. That one's good. On the assist from Tatum. And it's 6 points for Jaylen Brown.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
And a deep three from Young. Boston with a rebound. Kid has got 6 rebounds here tonight. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Oh, White with the soft touch on the floater.
What a graceful shot by White, showing he's got that floater in his arsenal.
Young against Simons. For 3, Porzingis. Tatum pulls it in. Kid has got 7 rebounds in the game. Got it off in time. Oh, he drains the 3. But let's see. They may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time. Well, we thought
the previous play is under review.
The officials are going to review the play. They're trying to see if he released the ball before the buzzer or not.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
Make sure the right call was made.
That takes us to the end of the 3rd quarter. What a game. Neither team giving ground. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Yeah, it's pretty to watch. It's great to have so many big men in the NBA who can dish it like this.
We've reached the 4th quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. They've got Xavier Tillman, also Sam Hauser out there, and it's Garza in at the 5 spot. That's the Boston 5.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
Here's Young. Just 5 to shoot. KP wrecks the rim.
Well, if Porzingis gets within arm's length of the hoop, he's not going to make many mistakes.
Pass to Hauser. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Shireman. Knocks down the triple. And the Celtics lead by 3.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Young from long range. Connects from downtown. Young's got 33 points.
Well, Young saw how the defense was going to play the pick and roll, and that was all he needed to create a score for himself.
Pass to Tillman. Up top, Hauser. Ricochet covering. Hauser passes to Tillman. Shoots. Rebounded by Johnson. Young with it. Pritchard picks him up. Young against Pritchard. Outside Young. Shot from the wing. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, this is the dirty work you love to see Porzingis doing. Saving the play and getting them a bucket.
Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis. Pritchard against Young. Up again. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
So Boston ends up going with a new group. Let's loose for 3. Oh, it doesn't go. Boston trailing. Simons. Tatum. And Tatum flying in for the fast break delivery.
Relentless on the offensive side. Tatum always looking for a bucket.
Here's Johnson. Oh, he jammed it.
Oh, my. That's why we had those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. Yes, sir.
Oh, assertive play there by Brown. Rising to the challenge of the moment.
Young connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Knocks down the trifecta.
And how's this for a response? I mean, these teams are just going at each other from downtown.
Young fires. Oh, Young answers the call.
You see the trust Young's guys have in him. When they need a bucket, he gets it for him.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the club.
Porzingis with a screen on Simons. Young. The putback. Impeccable timing from Porzingis. Nice.
Well, you see the trust they have in Porzingis. Timely basket.
The drive by Simons. Ooh, he leaves no question.
Well, those are some big points from Simons, delivering when they needed it.
And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1.
Pressure-packed free throws, but he stayed calm and nailed it.
Now Porzingis. Oh, the slam off a fantastic lead pass. What a play. Coming down the stretch. It's still anyone's game.
Incredible effort and energy on both sides. These guys must be gassed.
Here's a pass to Tatum. Oh, Tatum taking flight.
Well, in clutch time, this team knows who to go to. Tatum is ready to be that guy all the time.
Porzingis sets a screen. Young looking for an opening. He's off from 3. And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for the Celtics. It's a 1-point game.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
And we're going to have a jump ball. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. No good. Here's Atlanta now.
And looking to even the score with a huge 3.
Absolutely need a 3 here.
Oh, it's off. For 3. Can't get it to go. So it's a narrow victory for the Celtics, pulling it out for the W. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited.
fired up for these offensive battles. I cannot wait.
Hey, that is an understatement, Kevin. I mean, when you've got two teams that attack like this, nonstop and relentless, you know it's going to be wild and fun.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. At the guard positions, Halliburton and Nembhard. Toppin is out there with Aaron Nesmith. And it's Siakam in at the 5, down low. Simons from outside. Nembhard grabs the board. Siakam finds Nesmith. And the shot goes down.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Well, Tatum has so many tricks and so many ways he can try and beat you.
Nembhard, the pass to Halliburton. Takes it inside, and Halliburton slams it in.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Well, Aaron Nesmith isn't just a high-effort player. He also provides a valuable skill set.
He sure does, Kevin. I mean, he's strong, he's athletic, he can guard a couple of positions, he rebounds effectively for his size, and he's a sniper from the three-point line. He's an absolute laser. And I think his greatest attribute is his competitiveness as a defender.
Outside, White. Shoots over Nembhard. And it's White missing.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Here's Brown. Simons on the wing. Nesmith covering. And it's Simons missing. For Indiana, they've gone 4 of 4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Siakam, good.
And Siakam always has options in the mid-range. He's a talented shooter who can make that shot.
And another miss by Boston. Halliburton feeling it out a bit. Toppin finds Siakam. Now, here's Toppin. Back to Halliburton. This one for 3. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
I think because Halliburton can knock down that 3 with regularity, you got to defend him closely at all times.
Siakam passes to Toppin. It's stolen by White. And Tatum with a clear path to the hoop.
And that's how you do it, guys. Ball pressure and then get some runouts.
Here's Halliburton. The shot's good on the assist by Siakam. And it's 9 points for Tyrese Halliburton. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
It's Brown with the drive. On to White. For the 3. Drops in the tray.
Well, White is a capable three-point shooter now, and he does not need a lot of space or time to get off his shot.
And one of the many challenges for a small market team like the Pacers, Greg, going up against that luxury tax.
And they've avoided carrying a payroll Beverly Curly tax, but right when they said they were planning to do just that, the Bucks stunned everyone with the maneuver to secure Pacers center Miles Turner and perhaps let him off the hook.
Now Nembhard after the missed 3 from Derek White. Halliburton inside the three-point line. And again, it's Indiana.
Halliburton always relentless in attacking, making it tough for the defense to find a way to contain it.
The shot's good from Simons.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
It's Nembhard on the wing. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Halliburton for 3. Nailed from three-point land. Halliburton's got 14 points for the game.
Like the way Halliburton continues to take more responsibility on the offensive end. His game warrants that he does that.
The drive by Siakam. It's stolen by Brown. Fires the 3. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Tyrese Halliburton has been on display. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
Getting downhill has really been impressive to me. Not settling from the outside. They're going right to the rack.
You also have to admire how they challenge the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. At the guard positions, Halliburton and Nembhard. Toppin is out there with Pascal Siakam. And it's Neesmith in at small forward. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks. Tyrese Halliburton loves to pass, but he's not chasing assists. He said, quote, "I just try to play the right brand of basketball. I like to see the ball moving. I can't get ahead. I'm just playing through the flow of the game. Assists just happen with the way I play." Back to you guys.
He spreads it around. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report.
And inside, Mathurin makes great use of his agility, developing some instincts for how to get around in traffic. And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Here's Shepard following the three-pointer by Boston. A shot by McConnell, no good. Here's Hauser. Still yet to score. Connects from three-point range.
And we see several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an edge.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Shepard, the pass to Walker. McConnell against Pritchard. Just 5 on the clock. Kick out to Walker. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. And the Pacers lead by 1.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Garson gets the bucket. Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
Wow, back and forth start, that's for sure.
Outside, Walker. Pass to Shepard. Now McConnell. Three-pointer. Tillman grabs the miss. Here's Hauser, defended by Mathurin. Hauser misses. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And Walker throws it down.
When Jarris Walker stuffs it, we feel those bucks over here.
Here's Pritchard. He has 6. Here's the drive. Got a piece of it. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. And he goes in for the dunk.
And one of the better athletes in his draft class, Mathurin, with quick lift off the floor and then the power to hammer it home.
Pritchard gets the bucket. I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charani. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, guys, this summer saw the first ever 7-team trade in the NBA. You might wonder why it makes sense to involve so many parties. Well, basically, teams have more flexibility, salary-wise, in these multi-team deals. It is enough to make your head spin, guys. This is where things are headed.
Big moves, indeed. All right, Shams, we appreciate the update. Pass to Tillman. Teardrop shot. Yep, that one goes in there. Pritchard's got the lead up to 2 now for the Celtics.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
To the middle, stolen. Here's Shireman. Offline with his 3. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Fires for 3. Rebound, Boston. Inside. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Pritchard from outside. Walker with the rebound. Here's Huff. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. McConnell's got 4 assists in the game. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Halliburton for three. And he trains the three. But
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room to bring out the monitor and see if they got that shot off in time.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up. And he...
Allie, thank you for that interview. And now we're at halftime. And we'll be back to bring you more basketball after this.
41.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Tyrese Halliburton has been sensational.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Dynamic duo of Brown and Tatum at the 3 and the 4. Anthony Simons out there with Derek White. And it's Keita in at the 5. That's the Boston 5.
Tatum clearly putting on a show in this one, doing it all.
Hey, Greg, kind of a combo forward. Tatum at 6'8", more than capable, playing up at the power forward position.
And that's where he's mostly played the last few seasons. And his rebounding is more than just serviceable. Credit him for the strength he's added over his career.
Here's Halliburton. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Tyrese Halliburton really is just a tremendous passer, Clark. He loves setting guys up.
Yeah, he really does. I mean, that's where he's at his most effective and happiest as a player, it seems. He takes great pride and joy in distributing the ball and running the show for his team. And some might even criticize him for being too selfless at times for the ability he has to score the ball himself.
Here's Tatum. The shot missing.
Give the defense credit there. Normally, that's 2 points.
Halliburton muscles through the contact.
That shot by Halliburton, not easy. Taking the hit and still finishing the play.
Halliburton with the steal, and even 3-on-3 break. And finished off by Halliburton.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
The Celtics shooting their first free throw. First trip to the line in this one.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
Yeah, they had the kind of success from the line that would make any coach breathe a sigh of relief, guys.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
So Boston ends up going with a new group. Pacers leading by 9. Siakam kicks to Halliburton. Halliburton, good look inside.
Halliburton's quickness and agility really makes him hard to deal with, especially when he's in close like that.
Offensive rebound. Here's Hauser. Sinks the three-pointer. Hauser's got 6.
He was licking his chops there. Got a good look.
Siakam passes to Halliburton. Lets the 3 fly. Neesmith. It's good on the putback.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Yes, they can. They can't allow him to beat them to too many more of those.
Toppin passes to Nemhard. Halliburton for 3. 2 minutes. Celtics trail by 10. Pass to Pritchard. Here he goes. And it's Halliburton with the rebound. Here's Siakam. And again, it's Indiana converting.
With a harmonious blend of length and strength, Siakam has become a dependable interior scoring option.
And Pritchard puts up a deep 3. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Toppin. Boston's gone into a slump here from 3-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third.
And that's what you want to see. Good, fundamental, sound basketball with the bounce pass.
The shot by Nemhard and nobody around. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Here's Halliburton. The shot's good on the assist by Siakam.
Assisted by
Siakam's got 5 assists in the game. That's a 2 from Pritchard. The offensive rebound. Pass to Shireman. Here's Garza, covered by Siakam. Here's Shireman. No good from outside. Pacers leading by 14. And he slams it one-handed.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balance. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense. Got the better of the defense that time. Easy trip to the rim.
Halliburton for 3 from beyond the arc and then some. Halliburton's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Pacers. Pritchard passes to Garza. They set the screen. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
6 seconds left to play here in the third. And so it's the Indiana Pacers. Their lead at 15 going into the break. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. At the guard positions, Halliburton and Nemhard. Neesmith is out there with Toppin. And Siakam in at the center, locking down the middle.
Another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key for cutting that lead.
I don't think there's any question about it. I mean, as long as he keeps knocking them down, they might as well keep going back to the well. No reason to let it run dry. Keep firing that thing.
Nemhard, the pass to Siakam. Rebounded by the Celtics.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
It's good.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
You know, it's taken a big run, but they were able to get back into this one. Very impressive. No quitting these guys.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
Off target from outside. Celtics trail by 9. Brown outside. Back to Tatum. Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
An athletic forward who dunks it with style. He's showing off his dunking ability right there.
Simons against Halliburton. Toppin. Good!
That's where Toppin does most of his damage, and he's incredibly efficient down there.
Tatum outside. Brown sets a screen for Tatum. For 3. Ah, there's Tatum's range on display.
Wow, look at the damage this young man is doing from deep. And there's another one.
And it's a big one. What a performance from long range. Remarkable.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Outside Brown. It's tipped. Out of bounds. Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Oh, hits the putback.
Finessing his way inside for the board and the score. How about the effort from Brown?
Does not go. Celtics trail by 7. Shoots the 3. Buries the deep ball.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
You know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of.
Puts up the 3. It's good.
And Tatum has been in these situations before. He's reliable when it comes to stepping up in big moments.
Siakam. It's stolen by White. And a fast break now for the Celtics. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Jonathan. Points was their biggest margin. Tatum looking around. 4 on the clock. Another shot to tie it up. Siakam with the rebound. The Pacers have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth of 9. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They trail by 3. Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Big time shot by Halliburton. And his team and coaches say, in Tyrese, we trust.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Toppin, the 3 goes down.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Now Halliburton fires the 3, knocks down the 3.
Halliburton.
It's Simons. Halliburton fires. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win.
That's the end of the game.
As always, Allie, we appreciate it. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.